In 7 days and 7 nights, the hunter hunted in a blood rage. He was called the Doom Slayer. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes, Doom: The Dark Ages is coming out actually 5 days right after my birthday. That's kind of crazy. This game is going to be interesting, just in the fact of like you do realize this is going to have so on the PlayStation. This is a PS5 trailer, right? PlayStation Studio. No, sorry. PlayStation sponsored whatever trailer. When you start this game up, ZeniMax, it's probably going to end up saying like ZeniMax Xbox Game Studios because Bethesda and id Software is an Xbox Game Studios. It's kind of insane that we're saying in 2025 an Xbox game is over on the PlayStation, but then again, it's not really so insane because the last few years, this is just, Xbox is just basically it's a storefront at this point. So yeah, Doom: The Dark Ages. I played the first one of was it 2016? Played Eternal and streamed them. Had a good time with them. And now we got Doom: The Dark Ages. This is kind of wrapping up a trilogy of the latest Doom arc, if you will, of storyline being told. I don't know if this is going to blast. I don't know if this is a prequel. I can't remember now if this is a prequel or if something's going to happen and blast them back into the Dark Ages where there is no. I mean, they had limited technology to begin with. Let's see what the hell is going on with this one because actually, I don't even know. I haven't been keeping up with this. So, in all honesty, I'm probably going into Doom: The Dark Ages kind of down here on like the hype train and everything. It's just more of like what Eternal was, where and Returnal slightly. I slightly left off from Eternal with a bit of a sour taste in my mouth of just like the final boss didn't fully wow me. It was like, oh, it's a giant thing. It's kind of mechanical. But then also there was the enemies with like the shields and they were kind of a pain to deal with. Maybe the Dark Ages maybe helps out with that because you do have the shield and you have a couple extra gadgets to work with. I did like in Eternal, it was called Eternal, right? Yeah, the second Doom game that we had like the chainsaw where we could, if we really need to farm out some ammo and whatnot, chainsaw the enemy down, and then it picks up everything. Super cool ideas like that makes it makes you just keep wanting to go and go and go and go. But overall, yeah, I think it was kind of like, yeah, mid-tier storyline for the second one with some cool moments. That's the reason why I'm coming in like down here, and I'm gonna let the game build me up. It's just gonna be another mid-tier kind of storyline with some cool moments that happen in it, with like the giant, mech warrior, whatever. Anyways, let's go into this. Let's check it out. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah. The soundtrack is also made by a different producer. It's not Mick Gordon on the soundtrack. So I mean, that's a major part of this Doom trilogy is the soundtrack kicks in. You feel like a badass. So I'm really curious to see if we still have that going on with this game.
Hello, everyone out there in Sony land. This is Hugo Martin, game director on Doom: The Dark Ages, reporting to you live from the offices here at id Software. Well, actually, it's a recording, but that's okay. We're here today to talk about Doom: The Dark Ages, releasing May 15th on PlayStation 5. And that's right around the corner. I can't believe it. I think this is the best Doom game we've ever made.
I mean, you're supposed to say that. The way you're going to say it. This is a mediocre Doom game, but, we tried our hardest. No, of course you're going to say it's the best one.
Gave this everything we've had. We left no feature unpolished. We've got 22 levels of incredible FPS single-player combat. Tons of gameplay innovations like the shield saw, flail, crazy guns, with huge worlds to explore.
22 levels? I wonder how many levels was in the second Doom game. 22? That seems a little short, in all honesty. If each one of those levels is like 15 to 20 minutes long. I guess that's a little bit better, but the reason why I say 22 levels seems like a little bit short is because in Doom you are going so fast paced. Like you start to just burn through the levels, especially once you hit that like first quarter mark, and then you start to have a few guns in your arsenal and everything, and then you just start running through, and probably there's gonna be a lot of puzzles to slow you down and whatnot. But yeah, 22 levels, man. Because once you get going, it's just like boom, and then next level, next level, oh, there's a puzzle, bang, hit the box. 22 of those. Okay, all right.
And an awesome roller coaster ride of an action story to carry you through to the finish. This will be an epic odyssey through a savage world full of powerful villains, crazy locations, and awesomely brutal weapons. But if you've been powerful villain.
Wait. This looks like the cheesy ass 80s, like fucking. This looks like it's something that they would have on the budget ass fucking like 80s cheesy hair metal fucking. It is the devil, yeah, it's demon, yeah. Like
crazy locations and awesomely brutal weapons. But if you've been following along, you've heard all this before. You know Doom: The Dark Ages is a premium single-player campaign featuring 3 core pillars of engagement: combat, story, and exploration. I'm guessing you tuned in because you want to hear something new, something about the game no one else has heard about. Well, I've got a good one for you.
Cosmic Realm First Reveal.
We have, as I said, fantastic worlds to explore throughout the story. One of them is totally unique for a Doom game. A space we've never been to, but a world I've wanted to incorporate into the Doom universe for a while. The Cosmic Realm. You will bear witness to the cyclopean architecture of this Lovecraftian dimension as you explore its darkest secrets and battle its most insane enemies. An unholy union between Hell and the Cosmic Realm has been formed. Why, you ask? Well, you're going to need to watch the story to find out. No spoilers here today. But this partnership has given birth to some new type of adversaries for the Slayer to fight.
Okay, I mean, okay, so we went through Hell, we went through Mars, we went through the whole planet dying out. It's because of hell demons and stuff. So where do we go next? The Cosmic Realm. The Void, if you will. Is that how they're going to end this out with? We're going to be in the Void and we have to just defeat like a cosmic devil fucking mixture of the two that they sucked each other off and now they're just one entity. Did I just spoil the ending of the game? Okay.
Enemies like the Cosmic Baron, twin-bladed brute. He attacks with relentless pressure and at range releases a flurry of psionic attacks that can block your projectiles and rip through your precious health. But fear not, because embedded in his attacks are parry windows that a skilled Doomslayer should be able to exploit should he or she be brave enough to stand and fight. All the strongest foes in Dark Ages require this kind of aggression. You weave your way through the maze of projectiles just like in classic Doom to then go toe-to-toe with the biggest demons we've ever.
That was a very mechanical boss fight there. Oh, they're the bubbles, and you gotta hit the bubbles when they're green and all that stuff. It's not bad, but at the same time, it's like, okay, this is not like the survival feeling. This is, oh, okay, I gotta time it out. Ting, 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 bang, ting, ting, jump, ting, bang. I'm always kind of against mechanical boss fights because it does get to first it frustrates you, and then it's like, oh, okay, I have to. It's not really it takes away the survival feel, and it makes it just like, oh, okay, I'm doing a mini game basically.
Created. And after you've dispatched with the Cosmic Baron, be careful, because rising above the dark horizon, you'll find the powerful Cacodemon, a hybrid between the two dimensions and newly designed for this game. This floating mass of telepathic terror will stun players with his advanced shield attacks and cripple you with his tentacle strikes should you allow him to get close. But you can counter these enemies' assaults with a new weapon, born from the mollusk swamps of the Carthul marshes, an ancient tool from dimensions beyond our own, the Reaver Shot. A brutal ballistic iron mace of death. Fire it quickly to unleash a light attack to a single foe. Hold down the trigger to charge the Chaos Sphere and unleash brutal long-range melee strikes, turning your enemy's insides into demonic pulp. This weapon is unlike anything we've ever had in an id game. It brings the fantastic melee combat featured in Doom the Dark Ages to a whole new, brutal level of bone-breaking destruction. The sound, the design, the visuals.
Okay, so far every heavy enemy has the exact same shield type, including the boss fight. And they're all mechanical stuff. So it's more like I said, it makes it feel like less of I just shot a couple of them. Okay, fatality. All right. Fatality over here. And more like, okay, dodge, dodge, bang, 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 dodge, dodge, bang, bang, bang. It's just, again, it's that mechanical feeling that's keeping me down here with it. I'm like, because that gets boring very quickly. You do that for 20 minutes and it's just like, okay, yeah, okay, I know how to beat this thing. All right, that's next.
This weapon is amazing. There are so many more secrets to reveal and legends to forge here in this
Dragon. Spyro's evil cousin. I have to make the joke. I always make the joke. Fuck you.
new world we've crafted for you. I think you'll find your time here to be full of intrigue and bloody, bone-crunching mayhem. And it will all look amazing on your PlayStation 5, featuring cutting-edge, ludicrous mode graphics powered by the all-new id Tech 8. The innovations in this latest version of id Tech allows us to have more content visible on screen than ever before. Bigger spaces with longer views, more enemies to fight, more destruction, better feedback, a better gaming experience. We have fully dynamic lighting powered through ray tracing, which has allowed us to iterate faster during development.
You know what this is kind of feeling like? The latest Halo game. It's got that kind of like it's open world, but it's not. It's like these giant spaces, and then they're trying to fill it with things. I don't know if I want to like this game. I want to like Doom the Dark Ages, but I'm just seeing things that have been done before that kind of didn't work, but sort of worked. And it feels like they're just kind of doing that same type of thing again. That, you know, the other developers just learned like, oh, maybe people don't like this as much. Gears of War kind of got away with it. Halo, everybody's biggest complaint was the open world with that one. And it feels like this is just, again, it's that same mentality going in there of like, oh, open world, lots of enemies, everybody's just going to run around and kill everything. Maybe it might work. I don't know. It's just, again, we've seen that before, and after a while, it's like, oh god, I got to run all the way over there on the other side of the map. Fuck.
Powering our team to make better art faster. id Tech 8 is a purpose-built engine made specifically for Doom the Dark Ages, with performance that's buttery smooth at 60 frames per second. This game will play as good as it looks.
And there's so much more, to be honest, that we still have yet to share.
Okay, so he's promoting the hell out of this new engine or whatever, but it's probably just the art style of it. Outside of the ray tracing, the visuals look pretty much the same, on par with the last Doom game. I just played the last Doom game last night. That game was pretty much, I mean, it's definitely aging, and this looks more polished. But outside of lighting, I'd say the textures actually don't look that much more detailed. Let me go back and just. Man, there's a lot of motion blur.
Good as it looks.
Yeah, this looks. There we go. That's what I was going for. Yeah, it's like. it kind of looks the same as the last game, like visual fidelity wise. Outside of, there is definitely like the lighting that's happening over here on the left or on the right hand side, and then like the darker lighting happening over there. That's ray trace lighting that's kicking in, and if it's running at 60 FPS with the ray trace lighting, that's cool, that's good. That means that it feels like this engine is more optimized than upgraded, and that is probably going to be not sit super well with everyone. Of like, well, what the hell, looks like the same. I can see the lighting differences, but then again, hold on a second. It just dawned on me. The second game also had a ray tracing feature, and the lighting actually looked pretty much on par with that too. So this, yeah. Welcome to Xbox Game Studios.
Sony fans something special as we head into launch. We cannot wait to share this experience with you. It is the biggest and most complete Epic game we have ever made at id. It plays fantastic on the PlayStation 5 and of course the PlayStation 5 Pro. There will be so many things to see, abilities to unlock, and demons to crush in Doom the Dark Ages when it releases on May 15th. So from all of us at id, thank you so much for your time and continued support. See you soon.
Okay. I think, in all honesty, I think that this is just kind of like a prime example of how gaming is starting to, we've hit like we've been doing this for the last like 2 or 3 console generations, and now we've kind of hit this, and now we're just optimizing. There might be more enemies on screen, which is, that takes more system resources, but I feel like basically everything he just said there is about optimizing the game overall. Of like, okay, here's what the game does and looks like and everything. I guess I can bring it back over to here. This, in all honesty, it just looks like a lot of what the first 2 games did. If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it in one way, but also give me something new to, so I guess the new thing on this one is they're really pushing for a giant major storyline, which is something that I was asking for. So in that aspect, got me interested there. I'm just worried that the gameplay after a couple hours is going to, here's the one thing that really, it does really set Doom apart from something like a Halo. They do some actual decent puzzles in this, where it's like, oh, you break this wall over there, there's a secret thing over, down this little hallway. You punch the box over there, and then you can jump and jump and jump, and then all of a sudden you get a double jump, and now and, you can reach this other platform over here that you couldn't before. That stuff is pretty cool. Or like, I don't know, there's lava, and you have to jump up through, and before the lava, you drown in the lava or something like that. That's something very much like they would do with these newer Doom games. Now the Cosmic Realm, what was it, like Cthulhu or whatever, with all the squiddy head guys. Okay. In all honesty, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Like, this thing is doing 2 things that I don't know. The whole squid thing. Squids are weird, but that's the point of it, though. It's like, that guy looks weird. He's a little bit freaky, but that's the point of it. I get it. Are we gonna have flying squid heads or something like that? Again, like. I am the devil. Look at me. I am being the devil. I have giant horns. What'd be great is if he if all of a sudden the I am the devil, and then he just grabs a fucking guitar and just starts, and he starts fucking shooting lightning fucking beams at your ass and whatnot, and you're the Doomslayer going with your shield, and it's like, now we're talking. Instead, we just get, I am Devil Man. I am Squid Man. Roar. I am the fucking Doomslayer. I don't know. Again, I feel like this is going to be just this, it's going to be just the continuation of the second game, and it's just more, epic moments of, oh, now we have a mace. What happened to the sword? Wait, we're in the medieval ages, and you take away my damn sword for a mace? Nah, I really don't care for maces. That's not. I never use maces in any melee games, and also this is supposed to be Doom shoot 'em up, and now this is supposed to be a melee version of it. I was kind of hoping Doom would be the whole thing, because we do so much sword fighting in games now. Kind of hoping that Doom would be like my shoot 'em up fix. Instead, I have a shield, and I have to learn how to parry once again in another game. Parry timing, and then it's kind of mechanical. And then, oh, I have a mace. Where's my, like? Let me just customize Doomslayer with a sword, and I can just sit there and I know we did a lot of that in Eternal, but actually, no. You know what? We didn't do a lot of that in Eternal. Again, everything that I'm seeing of this, it's very much like it feels like they're mini games instead of trying to survive, and that kind of throws off what was so fun about Doom. Is like, it just felt like you were trying to fucking survive and get through to the next room. There's so many enemies. You are chainsawing the shit out of them to keep your ammo going. At the same time, all of a sudden, oh no, I don't have shields, so I'm gonna go up and just rip somebody apart and get the blue shits off from and whatnot. Dink, dink, dink. I shoot you with my ball gun. Why is it everything with balls in this? Look at this. We throw the balls at the enemy. I'm smacking you in the balls with my ball. Ball to ball contact. Doom. I mean, this could be cool here. The dragon riding, flying in. I remember Cliffy B talking about Gears of War there. He had a dragon flying game that he like threw up on Twitter there a couple years back. It was like a concept thing that he had, and that he never got actually made. So I feel like this could be kind of close to that vision, or similar in vision to that. And again, these wide open environments and whatnot, it's very hit or miss whether the wide open environments like this work. That's the one thing about the first two Doom games. You're running through the corridors. You could theme the level of the corridor to a certain thing, like, oh, now we're in hell. Now we're going through the ancient ruins. Now we're going through a facility or something like that. When you have the wide open world like this, there's going to be a lot of environments that are just like forest area. Like medieval castle area like this. And you're going to start seeing the same environments kind of popping up again and again. We're in the void, or the ether realm, nether realm, whatever the hell they want to call it. Again, with the ball to the face. And then he screwed up right there. He didn't make the jump into the teleport. Funny. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna definitely check it out launch night. I got Game Pass, so I can download this, check it out launch night. It seems like it could be fun. Is 22 levels. If an hour a piece on the levels, be 22 hours there. For what they're doing, even if the levels are 30 minutes a piece and it's less than 22 hours, if it's like a 12 to 15 hour campaign, for what they're doing with this, that might be just enough to where you don't get sick of it, but at the same time, you are ripping and tearing through stuff. So hopefully this isn't too long, because I feel like this is going to get it's going to get a little repetitive by the end of it. That's what I'm seeing here. When the major big fights, if you notice, the one thing that they're not showing on here is clearing a room. Run to room and try and survive when you are in close quarters and you have 12 enemies all shooting at you at the same time and trying to duck and dodge and everything. They're not showing that. What they're showing is that the enemies are more of the mini game style instead of survival. So again, that's going to get repetitive. Once you figure out the mini game, and it's like, oh, okay, so the 3 shots of that shield, okay, zip, 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 bang, and you're going to be doing that 12 times over again, 50 times over again. You know, it's like, yeah, okay. I don't know. Hopefully it takes me from here up to here, and we have a good time with Doom: The Dark Ages. But definitely, what I'm seeing going into it is like, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Anyways, yeah, Doom: The Dark Ages. Make sure and hit that sub button, like, share, the whole 9 yards there. And I'll be back with more stuff in the future. You know what it is. So, Doom: The Dark Ages. We'll see. Xbox Game Studio stuff coming over to the PlayStation. It's about the third or fourth one now. Xbox is no longer exclusive to they don't have a platform really. They are just a distributor at this point, a publisher, I should say. So, yeah, the console wars are dead. And so are you killing dead things and Doom. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see you next time.